this video we are going to be looking at the bridge exercise but adding in a layer of difficulty, adding in some resisted rotation during the bridge. So we're working on the buttock muscles, and those buttock muscles extend the hip, they pull the hip backwards, but some of those buttock muscles also open the hips. So ideas of movements like getting in and out of a car, in terms of turning over in bed, but also walking, running, going up and down stairs, getting out of a chair. All of those movements require the buttocks to be able to work in their full capacity. And sometimes you can have a good part of the buttocks that will work well in extension, but maybe your rotation is struggling a little bit. So it's important that we can combine the two movements together so that we're working on the whole package of those buttock muscles. Okay, so if we just bring the feet up underneath us slightly there, that's excellent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up into the bridge position. So tucking the tail under and lifting, holding that bridge position there. And then with this resistance band that's around the knees, we're then going to pull the knees apart and then bring them back together before we lower the bridge. So we're getting the bridge, which is the extension part of that muscle activity, and then we're getting the knees pulling apart into resistance, which is the rotation part of that activity. So let's show that again. We're going to come into the bridge and extend the hips, so the knees become in line with the shoulders, and then we pull the knees apart and then drop down. Now, the level of resistance that you use is completely up to you. If you find that you can't move that band at all, then the resistance is too much for you. If you feel that you can move it really easily and there's no difficulty, then maybe go up a resistance level. So we've got the green resistance band here. It's a fabric resistance band, which is less likely to roll and twist, so it stays a little bit more comfortable on the legs, and it's a nice wide surface area, which helps in terms of comfort. So let's just show that again with the breathing. So we're going to inhale, prepare, and then we're going to exhale, turn that pelvis, lift it, good, and then inhale again, and then exhale to pull the knees out, inhale them back, and exhale down. Now if you want to work on the endurance of the extension part of those buttock muscles, then you can hold the bridge in position and do a number of pulses where those knees come in and out one after the other. So you're keeping that pelvis lifted, and you're just going to that point where you're pulsing in and out with that rotation movement, so that you're working the pulses for the rotation and the endurance then for the pelvis. And just during that, making sure that the pelvis doesn't drop as you're repeating. So you're just focusing on keeping those hips lifted, keeping the buttocks clenched as the knees are coming in and out. And then when you reach fatigue, you can bring yourself back down. Now with that technique, if you're struggling to coordinate the breathing, with the bridging, with the rotation, if it's just one thing too many, as long as you're not holding your breath, that's absolutely fine. But if you can coordinate the breath to have exhale with effort, that's even more effective.